Hello everyone, I'm Mike at Gestalt HiFi, and I happen to be doing a cartridge swap on this Audio Technica turntable, and it's quite a common turntable. I think it's like the fourth or fifth one I've seen here in Santa Fe. And we're going to put on this Rega carbon cartridge. And so basically we're going to break this down into 4 steps. And so when I'm exchanging or swapping out a cartridge, I break it in 4 steps. And the first step is actually taking off the wires on the old cartridge nice and carefully. And I use either tweezers. Typically that's what I use to be nice and careful not to tug on the wire, but to actually pull on the post where it goes around the post itself. And I'll show that in more detail. And then carefully screwing the new cartridge on and putting the wires back on. And then in step 2, we'll be setting the tracking force, and I'll go into details about that in step 2. And then step 3, we'll be checking the alignment. And then step 4, we'll be setting it up in one of the systems downstairs and making sure it sounds great, and doing any fine tuning if needed. And the other reason why I break it down into 4 steps is so that I can approach it with my full attention in each step, making sure that I'm very precise. And about the turntable sounding its optimum best is about everything being precise. And also will go over the tools that I use. And nowadays we have the turntable stylus tracking force gauge that's digital, and so this is a must-have, and you can get them on Amazon, I think for $49, but this is definitely a must-have, and I'll show you how to use that. And then definitely you will want to get an alignment tool, and I like this one with the mirror because you can also see underneath. So sometimes the actual housing of the stylus may not be exact, but this way when you look underneath you can see exactly what's going on, and you can take your time. And the nice thing about breaking it down in steps is that you can step away, take a breather, and then come back and then do step 2. And even if it's coming back the next day, that's okay, because you want your full attention to detail when you're setting up the table. And so the nice thing about this particular turntable, that they make the cartridge accessible, much more accessible, because you can just pop it right off, and this makes it a lot easier to make sure that I've got my needle guard on there that is protected, and now I can carefully remove all of these wires from the cartridge post. And then I'll have a video of me actually doing this that you can go to separately. And then in part 2, we'll be setting up the tracking force, and then we'll go from there. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.